She announced at dinner. My ex just texted. I'm meeting him for closure tomorrow. I said. It was a Sunday evening in Paris, the kind of night that smelled of roasted garlic, rain on cobblestones, and quiet promises. We sat at her parents' long oak table, surrounded by laughter, the clinking of wine glasses, and the golden light of chandeliers. I remember thinking how perfect it all looked, her mother slicing the roast, her father telling one of his old travel stories, her hand brushing against mine beneath the table. Then, without warning, she looked up from her plate, her voice calm but sharp enough to slice through the noise. She said she had received a message from her ex and would meet him tomorrow for closure. The room didn't go silent, not immediately. It was worse, it hesitated. Her mother's knife stopped midair, her father's laughter faded mid-sentence. My pulse drowned out the rain tapping against the window. I nodded, pretending to understand, but inside something collapsed quietly, efficiently, like an old bridge giving way under its own weight. That night, I couldn't sleep. Paris outside our window looked indifferent, the Seine gliding past like it always did, carrying secrets that weren't mine to keep. I tried to reason with myself that closure was just a word, that I should trust her, but every rational thought was swallowed by the image of her waiting for him in some quiet cafe, her hair tucked behind her ear the way she used to when we first met. Morning came too soon. She dressed carefully, as if for a ceremony. A soft beige coat, the one she wore when she wanted to look effortlessly perfect. She smiled at me before leaving, and that smile, gentle, practiced, final, told me everything I didn't want to know. I followed her, of course, not because I wanted to spy, but because I needed to see. I watched from across the street as she entered the cafe on Rue de Rivoli. The man was already there, taller than I remembered from photos, confident in the way only someone from the past can be. She leaned in as they talked, her expression unreadable, her hands restless. Minutes passed. Then she reached for something in her bag, a small envelope, and slid it across the table. He opened it, read, and his face fell. She stood, turned, and walked away. When she stepped outside, her eyes found me. She didn't seem surprised. She only whispered something I couldn't hear, then kept walking until she disappeared into the crowd near the Tuileries garden. Later that night, I found the same envelope on our kitchen table. Inside was a single photograph, the two of us by the Seine, smiling under the Pont Neuf lights, and beneath it, a note written in her delicate handwriting. This was my closure. Paris outside was still the same, beautiful, distant, eternal. But inside, something had quietly ended long before I realized it.